Is there any particular fundamental you're training harder for the Chaffee match? Nothing. Arm wrestling, right? Most important on the tip of your fingers, down to least important as you go lower on the totem pole, right? So I'm focusing on the fundamentals. Dave is a fundamental arm wrestler. There's no cool trick to beating Dave Chaffee. You just have to be an absolute beast. So we're starting with the regular fundamentals: hand, hand, wrist, elbow flexors, shoulders, and things that connect to your shoulder, things like that. A special move to beat Dave, the King's move. Yeah, I don't have that, so it's not in the list. You're going to have to be stronger than Denis in fundamentals because if even he had the King's move Dave. Nah, but Denis grabbed Dave like around the wrist, like low, and tried to just overpower Dave like that without arm wrestling super intelligently in terms of hand control and things like that. So I'm also built way differently than Denis. Are you afraid of losing to Dave Chaffee? It's a big mountain to climb. Am I afraid of losing to Dave Chaffee? Afraid? No, I'm not afraid of losing to Dave Chaffee. Physically, it's the worst that can happen. I get pinned or I break an arm. At this point, I'm so invested in the sport, man. If I break an arm, it's kind of like that's what comes with it. It's like being a NASCAR driver and like, no, I hope I never crash. Like that's kind of what you do, right? That's what you risk, So no, I'm not afraid in terms of like being physically afraid. Now, in terms of like mentally, like afraid of losing some kind of clout or momentum. No, man, I'm looking for that cap to see where I'm at and to see my next big chunk of training I need to do. Like when I hit this roof, this cap, this ceiling. Then I'm like, okay, time to settle down, take some matches around that level, really start feeling it out, and just get bigger and stronger, and then reattempt. You know what I mean? So if Dave is that cap, or if that is that ceiling, just so happens that that's what it is, right? And Dave is like one of the strongest human beings on an arm wrestling table in the world, right? So I definitely have my work cut out for me, which also brings people. I understand who Dave Chaffee is, which is weird because like people make comments, oh man, Derek doesn't always get himself into like. I've been around, guys. I fully know who Dave Chaffee is and how strong he is and everything he's bringing to the table. I get it. I fully get it. I just, it's something I want to try. Need to watch a 2016 WL match where Travis beat Dave. I think that's your lane. Triple capping and going before the go. Maybe that is my lane. Maybe that is their lane. Pull off some Travis voodoo. That could be it. No disrespect, man, but Dave's getting shutout stakes against you. It's Dave Chaffee, man. Yeah, no disrespect taken, guys. Like I've said, I have no problem with anybody predicting Dave Chaffee to beat me. It does not hurt my feelings. It's Dave Chaffee, and I'm me. That makes sense, right? I have not proven nearly enough to be considered, on paper to go above Dave. I get that. People that are cheering for me are purely on the hype train and and have faith in their boy, and I appreciate that. You guys are my people, right? And I see you guys fighting the good fight in all the comment sections and stuff like that and representing and say, Derek's going to get this, even though against all odds, you know what I mean? But I appreciate that. And you guys believing in me helps. It really does. So thank you guys. Just pull Dave similar to Vitaly really fast over the top and try to compromise his hand. Use your leverage as an advantage. Thank you, Cole, for that. Fast isn't really my go-to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can be fast, you know what I'm saying? You guys see that? You probably couldn't even see it. That's how fast I was just now. I get it. I'm pretty quick, but fast isn't normally my style. Fast to going for what I want. Hopefully that happens. I'm bigger than Dave Chaffee. You realize that, right? When we walk out there, Dave's going to look small. You understand that, right? And I'm not saying he's weak. I'm just saying you're talking about like the way things look. I'm definitely bigger than Dave. Just know that. If I beat Dave, right, maybe I can just go straight to Levon, right? So then I pulled in terms of climbing these rankings, these big matches, right? Tom Nelson, Tim Bresnan, Dave Chaffee, say I beat that. Goes and somehow I go, Levon, you want some? And he's like, this guy, yeah, I need something to do next week. Yeah, Derek, come on. Show up, beat Levon, number one in the world, retire immediately, right? Retire immediately, and then go down as this like mythical creature that just made this ultimate run to the top of the mountain, just flex on everybody, and then I quit, and then everybody will talk about me for the next 100 years about, was he the strongest guy ever? Like, was he literally the strongest arm wrestler ever? Because I didn't have a lot of matches to prove it, just do like 4, then leave, and then I'll just be this mythical god of arm wrestling, and people will be like, he might have been the strongest arm wrestler ever. And then I'll just wither away, sit back in a chair, get all fat and weak, and just be like, y'all never know. I was pretty strong in my prime. Maybe that's what we do. I just think that'd be funny.